Morning, gang. How are we all doing? Oh, fantastic. My headphones are playing up already. Hang on. Hold the line. Let me turn them off. That's going to be annoying. Oh, good. It's nice to be back. Happy Thursday. I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong today after the blinding success of Tuesday. What a great day that was. We're in a Virgin livery. That's because, yeah, we don't really have a lot of livery options in terms of airnaut. We will be flying under the airnaut call sign. However, yeah, we're in a Virgin livery. I really hope we get that update soon with the paint kit, because this plane is going to look absolutely brilliant, I reckon. Once we get the airnaut livery on it, this is going to be like chef's kiss territory. Going to be very, very good indeed. But we haven't got it yet, so what can we do? It might take me a minute to get started today. I've put us an off-block time of half an hour from now, but being unfamiliar with this plane, I've only flown it a handful of times, it might take us a little bit longer, so be patient. We're going back to Heathrow. Not for the tour, though, because, of course, after the disaster of Tuesday, I actually failed that leg, so we'll have to redo this sector, this double sector another time, probably in the Phoenix. But we'll just have a nice little flight back to Heathrow. It's a nice little test flight for the 346 because we're on the 1.0.4 update, which I've not used. Apparently, all my wind control stuff's going to work now, so I look forward to that. We'll just test it all and see how we get on along the way. I feel like this plane is wildly underrated. I really do. I feel like it's got the potential to, after a few updates, providing it gets them, Aerosoft, you know, it could be, it could get to Phoenix level if it plays its cards right, or it could just not, depending on if it becomes borderline abandonware. So, yeah, really enjoying the plane. Not very good in it. Not very good in it, but I don't think that's the fault of the plane. I think that's a me problem at the moment. Anywho, let's jump in. Let's have a little look around and get this thing fired up. Let's go up to the top panel first. Where are the batteries? They're up here, aren't they? God, the cockpit doesn't look very good, does it? Never mind. Battery 1, battery 2, and APU battery. I guess we'll turn that on as well. External power is also on. Let's get the navs. 1, 2, 3. We'll do the emergency lights to arm. No smoking to on. Nav lights to on. Oxygen crew supply is on, and we'll get the recorder on. Good. Good, 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 good. Morning to you all anyway. Hope you're all alright. I've got to be honest, I've got a cracking headache this morning. I've got an absolute belter of a headache. I've taken a load of tablets, but I don't know. I went to bed with it, and I thought, I'll be alright. I'll sleep through it, and I woke up and it's worse. It's like, god damn it. Never mind. How do we get the flight plan? Is it OFP load? Must be, right? Oh, got it. What's my SimBrief ID? What's my SimBrief ID? Hang on. Hang on. Should I show my SimBrief ID on stream? Is that a bad idea? Let me do the BRB screen just in case. I don't think it's a bad idea, but who cares? SimBrief ID. Copy. Hold the line, callers. I say I told you there'd be something, didn't I? Told you there'd be something. Hey, there we go. We're in. And after all that, it shows it on screen anyway. Anyway, there's my SimBrief ID if you want to see it. Joseph, thank you so much for 11 months on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Drink some water. Yeah, Philip, way ahead of you. I've got my big thing of water over here. Apparently 90% of all headaches are caused by dehydration. I'm now coming to learn. Right. What do we do down here to actually load the plane? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Uplink without init B. Ignore aircraft AC type mismatch. Set payload and fuel to SimBrief. Let's do that. Why can't I type anything?
Airnaut 3, 5 Papa, radio check please.
5-5.
Thank you. See you 5.
How can I do this? It's so hard. I don't know. You get used to it. You get used to it. So is that the plane loaded? Surely it's not. Okay, so that's wrong. Do we have to do something over here? Let's brighten this one up. That'll help. Apparently my MCDU works, so we'll try that. Oh yeah, it's working. ATSU. AOC. It is much nicer with the flight in it. It's much nicer with the real MCDU. I didn't do the GSX update, Grumpy. I did not do that one. Flight plan data link in progress. Okay. Invalid flight plan uplink. Brilliant. Init, we'll do it in init request. Invalid flight plan uplink. What? What's going on, guys? What do I do? Why can't I zoom? It's like if I go near the MCDU, my ability to zoom. Okay, so look, right. Here's the MCDU, yeah? It ends here, but it's like there's a click target around it. If I move my mouse to the left of it, I can't. But if I go a little bit to the left, I can. How weird. Oh, what the hell do I do then? Flight plan uplink invalid. Why is it invalid? Anyone know? Anyone know? 340-600.
Helsinki traffic 11 to 53 centering down to 2 left, Helsinki.
Well, this could be us snookered before we even bloody start, couldn't it? AOC flight in it. Is my nav data up to date? Oh Christ, I don't know actually. I thought it was. Let me have a look. It says it is. Does it just use the default Flight Sim 24 nav data? I can't see a separate thing for it. It would seem that it's all up to date. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit stuck. AOC, flight in it. Option in the EFB. Let's have a little look. Do I need to log into Navigraph? Is that what it is? OFP load. It's very weird, isn't it?
I think the traffic 11 to 53 level 70 is descending 3000, extending downwind is leaving Kavi, heading.
It's nowhere near as amazing, Ryan. Trust me, I've flown it.
Helsinki.
Aside from this, I guess we'll log into Navigraph. Maybe that'll do the trick. FP load. It's weird, like the buttons just highlight, but they don't really tell you that they've done anything. Press flight init, then go to init on MCDU. Where? Press flight init where? On the EFB? Because we should have 402 passengers in there. Alright, flight in it. Invalid flight plan uplink. Brilliant. Might end up having to bail into the Phoenix at this rate, guys. AOC menu. Let's just start again. MCDU. ATSU. Not ATC. We want to go AOC and then flight in it. Valid flight plan uplink. Wow. Have I got the 220? Nah, I'm not going to get the A220. I will avoid that for now, I think. I'm just not particularly into the plane, and also it's like, doesn't really look like the launch has been that great either, does it? Fly the A330? I ain't flying the A330. Not that default thing. Hell no. Init request. Flight plan, invalid flight plan uplink. I don't know, guys. Unless anyone's got any bright ideas. Switch to secondary nav data. How do I do that? Ignore AIRAC AC type mismatch. Should we try that? Will that do the trick? ATSU. Oh, you could do without this shit with a headache, trust me. Flight in it. See if that does anything. AOC ATC flight plan uplink. Here we go. Hey! So I had to ignore AIRAC AC type mismatch.
ILS 22 left established. Helsinki.
And now it's in. Okay, so the key to it all was this button here that needed to be highlighted. Ignore AIRAC AC type mismatch. Don't really know why we have to click that. But we did. So that's cool. Yeah. Alright. I wish I understood why it did that, but we are where we are. So we've got 402 passengers. That's what I thought we'd get. Good. So now, if I can zoom out to weight and balance, now we've got 402. Good. Apply these load values, and we'll do a quick refuel, and we're in business. And we are in business. I wish I understood why we had to click ignore AIRAC AC type mismatch, because without that highlighted it wouldn't do a thing, would it? Because we're in the right plane. We're on the latest AIRAC as far as I can tell. We're on 2607. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry to hear that, Aero. Really sorry to hear that, mate. Hope you're okay.
Helsinki traffic 11253 landing 22 left established 8 miles Helsinki.
Okay. So that's a much better start. We now have some data in the plane. I thought we were going to have to bail to the Phoenix then for a minute. Alright, plan out of here then is departing 22 right. You think this bit's bad? You haven't seen this land in Heathrow yet. We're going to go Coovum, 3 November. Oh, so I've got 3 November. I think the nav data is out of date. I've got 3 November in the plane and 4 November in Navigraph. So how do you update the nav data? Should it just do it? How do you update the nav data? Because there's no way in Navigraph Hub to do it. The secondary one is the up-to-date one. Don't know. God damn it. Cheers, Riles. Morning, Mag. I'm trying to update the nav data on this bloody 340-600 and I can't see where to do it.
Helsinki traffic 125,
Traffic.
4 miles to left, Helsinki.
Takeoff, landing checklists. If anyone knows, do feel free to pipe up. Do I just need to like reboot the plane? It's on the MCDU data page. Oh, shut up, Brian. We're not going to the any builds, bloody hell. On the data page. Okay. Position monitor, IRS monitor, GPS monitor, AC status. That one there, secondary nav database. Right. Oh! Plane's frozen. Oh, we're moving. Okay, active is now, it's switched by the look of it. We have to start all over again. Okay. I told you it'd take us a while to get going, didn't I? The trouble is when you haven't been in a plane for a while, and you just try and use it, there's always something. There's always something. Right, there's our flight plan back, thank goodness. Now if we go to flight plan, out of Helsinki, departure 22 right. There we go, now we've got the 4 Novembers. We're going on the Kuvum 4 November. We will get to Heathrow, if it kills us. There we go. And Heathrow, well, allegedly we're doing 27 left at the minute, but I don't know what they're actually doing on VATSIM. I might leave that for now. We'll have a look at that as we go over.
Helsinki traffic LM1253 clear to the left is taxiing to the apron, Helsinki.
I'm going to do a secondary flight plan. EFHK /EFHK. Pop that in it. Secondary flight plan. We'll do 22 right departure on the Kuvum 4 November. Insert that, but then on the way back in, we're going to go arrival 22 left, just in case we have to come back.
Helsinki traffic, aeronaut 35, have a heavy stand, whiskey 48, pushing start now, facing north, Helsinki traffic.
Jolly good. Right, we can do some takeoff performance data. We're getting there. We are getting there. 22 right. Do a flex takeoff. And it looks like it wants us to do 20 degrees outside air temperature. QNH 1018. It's dry, anti-ice off. Fine, 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 fine. Now that's in there. Now we can go over to here, can't we? Because with this one, it's a little bit different. So if we go to a init page, don't we go to the performance page?
KLM153 is entering the block. Is working on the blocks. Final call, Helsinki.
Uplink takeoff data. I do believe. Tap that one. Takeoff data request. See, there is one advantage, isn't there, to basically having all of your stuff from one vendor. Like, if this was a Phoenix A340-600, you know you'd feel right at home, but it's just like those subtle differences, like EFBs and things, but when you go between, like, even iFly and PMDG.
Helsinki traffic.
I do feel like there's some merit.
Push and start stand, Whiskey 35 onto Alpha Victor facing
Receive takeoff data.
East.
Press flex 2. That's better. That's better. Insert uplink. Hey, we're good. And init page B. 0 fuel weight. That's in. Block fuel is in. Performance data is in. 147, 158, 165. 7, 6, okay, almost there. Good. Good. Right, now we need to start about 5 million fuel pumps, don't we? So let's go and do those right now. It does look rough compared to the Phoenix, doesn't it, up here? Like the textures and everything. It does look rough. Start that APU up. Seatbelt lights on. Now everyone's in. And we're finished fueling, because we fueled instantly, of course. Let's brighten up these screens while I think of it. That one there, that one there. Good. Right, I need to turn my headphones off a minute, so I can turn off my speak to enable the voice assistant stupid thing. It does it periodically, and I don't know why.
Helsinki traffic, Aeronaut 35 Papa taxiing now, holding point, Whiskey Golf runway 22 right, via Alpha Victor Zulu, across 22 left and Golf traffic.
Alright, good. So before, every time I spoke, my headphones would go diddling, and it'd be like I'm trying to talk to my phone's assistant. I won't say the name in case I trigger all of yours. Very annoying. I don't know why it does it. Okay, QNH 1018. And initial climb out of here. What's the initial climb? 4,000. Okay. 018. I haven't got them synced. It's another little thing. Should we do this little one down here? Better add, haven't we? Good manners and all. 4,000. Up top. Do we have an APU? We do. Right, we can put a beacon on then, right? But of course it's not going to go like the Phoenix and do it all for us. So we're going to have to fend for ourselves. But that's alright. Ground services. Ground services, there you are. So we can get rid of external power A and B, and we can lose the chocks. And here we go. GSX, would you be so kind? Would you be so kind, GSX? Let's get Swissport to do it. Come on, GSX, you can do it. 4,000, then 280 by radar. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you. So, how many of you did get the 220 in the end? I'm curious. Hey, Riles. Because I know our little poll that we did was somewhat inconclusive, wasn't it? I think I've sort of come to the conclusion that I just don't really want it bad enough. To be quite honest. It's like...
traffic, air 35, Papa Heavy, crossing runway 238, straight runway 22 left.
If it was like a new generation of like pure Airbus, like if Airbus actually made a little baby jet like that, and it was actually an A320, not something else that's been rebadged, I'd be like, oh, I'll have to have a look at that. But I think the whole Bombardier thing, I'm just a bit like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need another plane that I'm unlikely to fly that much right now. I'll take the 319. If Phoenix could just give us a 318, that would be problem solved. Then we could go into London City, couldn't we? Hey, look, GSX has worked. Blow me down with a feather. Right.
Helsinki traffic, Air 56 Tango, taxiing to holding point runway 22 right via Zulu Yankee. Cross 22 left, Delta Whiskey Delta, hold Whiskey Delta.
Helsinki traffic, Air 232, stand Whiskey 44, pushing back, facing northeast on Alpha Tango, Helsinki. Right, come on then, let's have a nice pushback. GSX. I don't want no mucking around. Look at that beautiful Phoenix over there. Long live the king. Moving. Where is it going to put us? Okay, yeah, it's going to do it, it's going to do it. Alright, I need some APU bleed. APU bleed. Ignition. Should we do engines 1? I forget how long you have to wait on the N2, is it? Or the N3? Once it gets above a certain... we do 2 at once? YOLO, let's do 2 at once.
Helsinki traffic, Air 35, Papa Heavy, lining up and take off now, runway 22 right on a Kevin for November departure. Traffic.
Can't really... Thank you, New Sky. You can't really hear the plane start, can you? Just sort of goes... like, there's no like Phoenix kind of like, oh yeah, that sounds good. They are doing something.
Helsinki traffic, NR 949 pushing back, stand Whiskey 40, facing to the
hello, Clark. How was the cruise?
Correction, to the east.
Right, that's engine 1 available. Engine 2 shouldn't be too far behind. Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Cruise was amazing. Good. Back to reality now, Clark. Okay, engine 2 is available. What happens if I just do engine 2 on my wing control? Will it do 3 and 4 at the same time? No, it doesn't do anything. Ideal. Alright, 3. Win-win, Clark. That's the way. Let's go engine 4. I'm going to go flaps 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Helsinki traffic, Air 56 Tango Heavy, crossing runway 22 left at Zulu Delta.
I think you'll be alright, content. GSX, I want chase plane. I want to reset my view. There we go, that's better. Okay, so apart from that little bit at the start, my AirAC data, which... So is that what it does then? It puts it into the secondary and it's up to us to switch it to the first?
Tango Heavy, clear of 22 left, continuing taxis in the Delta.
Helsinki traffic now 35 Papa Heavy now, airline passing out 50,000 feet, climbing now level 400, final call Helsinki traffic.
Where's my RTO button? There you go.
Helsinki traffic, Scandinavian 1705, departing 22 right.
Okay, my ECAM panel doesn't want to work. Predicted wind shear's off, that's fine. Takeoff config normal. Let's zoom ourselves in a little bit.
Helsinki traffic, airnaut 949, taxiing to runway 22 right.
It does what it does, then you have to switch it.
Helsinki traffic, airnaut 56 Tango, lining up runway 22 right.
Helsinki traffic, airnaut 232, taxiing to runway 22 right via Alpha Tango, Alpha Victor, Zulu Golf, Delta Golf, correction, Papa Golf, Golf and Whiskey Golf. Right. Taxi! We are in business. Turn the APU off. Right, brakes off then, let's do it. Hopefully the tiller works.
Helsinki traffic, airnaut 56 Tango Heavy, takeoff 22 right on a Kuvum 4 November departure.
Alright, we're off. We's going. On the ground ahead of you. Nice. Oh, was that you up at the end? Okay, tiller's feeling good. Said I was going to go up here. Might actually go around here. There's no one coming, is there? Yeah, we're good. There's no one coming. Right, I don't want like people getting their hopes up for Heathrow's landing, alright? We're not familiar with this plane. Mind you, I thought I was familiar with the triple on Tuesday, and look how that turned out. I don't know what went on there. I was thinking about it afterwards. I was like, how the hell did I manage that? That was really bad. I normally get the triple down reasonably okay. It's sort of, for the most part, makes it nice and easy for you. Would you rather have the innie or the toe list? For me, I prefer the toe list just because of the flight model. I don't feel like the innie's flight model is that brilliant, to be quite honest. That's probably good enough, but it's like, this one feels way better to hand fly.
6 Tango Heavy, airborne at a 22 right, passing 2,500. No further call.
And I know people who disagree, and that's fine. You're allowed to. We know, Ryan.
Helsinki traffic,
Yeah, I wondered whether we were a bit light on fuel. I think we're maybe light on fuel on Tuesday with the triple because it felt very, very floaty, way floatier than I was used to. I did use New Sky to calculate my flight plan, which may have gone some way to contributing to what happened, because that's generally a bad idea, and I got lazy and it did it. Just check. Anyone come in? Onto 22 left before I cross it. Which you are, but you are 10 miles out. Helsinki traffic, Air 232 crossing 22 left.
Helsinki traffic, Finnair 8 Delta Papa now established on the localizer runway 15, 8 miles, Helsinki.
15? Any textures go a long way. I don't know, you can't... I would take a better flight model over textures any day, to be honest. Like, textures... Like, the A350 looked great when it came out. So what? It still wasn't good enough, was it? Hey, Pedro. It has to start with a flight model. The flight model has to be solid. Otherwise... I would just rather not. Helsinki traffic, Air 232, clear of 22 left. So what are we talking about, Isaac?
Helsinki, Finnair 3 Papa X-ray, established 0, correction 22 left.
Follow it along. To me, Ryan, it still has that kind of sponginess that a lot of innie planes have, that innie feel to them. Just this weird sponginess in their responsiveness and the controls. I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right to me somehow. And I'd probably take Tolis's word over it versus innie. But look, if Tolis say we've developed a really good flight model, I'm inclined to believe them. Alrighty. Cheers, Tom Tom. content go? Let's wait here for a minute. Okay, content's up and away. Got a couple on final for what looks to be 2-2 left. Right. Nose light to take off. Beacons on, strobes on, landing lights are on. That's my bad, I should have turned them off when I vacated 2-2 left. Good. Let's start the clock. Let's go Tara. And I just want to make sure New Sky started. Yes, it has. Helsinki, traffic air not 232, taking off runway 22 right, Cuban 4 November. I'm going uphill a little bit here. Does it working? That's good. I couldn't possibly agree with that, Grumpy. I couldn't I think the Phoenix is one of the best in the sim. Phoenix is the standard, I think. Come on. Why are we stuck? Why'd you say was? Phoenix hasn't gotten worse. I don't think it's gotten worse at all. Can't see how it's degraded in the slightest. Albeit the engine cuts out when I touch down. I need to just reinstall Phoenix, to be honest. Agree to disagree, I think. I can't point to anything and be like, it's gotten worse. I really can't. The VNav, I'll grant you. I think once they do that update, though, we're pretty good. I think you should give it another try again, Grub. I feel like I've... Again, aside from the engine, the right engine cutting out on touchdown post-sim update 5, I really can't fault it. Alright, let's go before we start arguing about pretend planes. Okay, Manflex 74, SRS green, runway green, auto thrust blue. I get what you're saying, Grumpy, but again, what would you rather? We've seen what's happened this week. We saw what happened with the A350. We saw what happened with the sim itself. Just leave them to it. They'll come out when they're ready. E1. Take. Nice and slow. Because we're flying a giant plane. Positive climb. My AGP doesn't work. I'll use the one on my Boeing thing.
3740 is requesting a radio check, please.
Loud and clear. And Helsinki, Finnair to Papa X-ray vacated, runway 22 left.
We're up and away. Helsinki traffic out 232 airborne out of 22 right, passing 1,800 feet. Levers into climb. The sounds aren't great, are they? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really hearing a lot. That's making me like, oh yeah. Flaps away. Alright, that is us at 4,000 feet. Let's go to 280 initially. Helsinki traffic, out 232, climbing now flight level 280, final call, Kuven for November. Up we go. Yeah, I feel like Phoenix is kind of breeding their own sort of thing of resentment right now, but I can understand it. I really can. I mean, look at what happened to the Synaptic guys. There was like literal... There was like death threats on the Discord. Like, what the hell? What the hell? And like Phoenix, I believe, experienced the same thing. So you can see why they're like, you know what? We're just not going to talk to you until we got something.
Comet 3740 is pushing back and starting at gate Sierra 49er. Helsinki traffic.
If let me ask you this. If Phoenix were being more communicative right now, even if the product was in exactly the same position as it is right now, would you be feeling better about it and less grumpy at Phoenix? And therefore more likely to fly it? Alright, there's 10,000. Get that nose down a bit. What issues were you having with the lights, Grumpy? Because I've not had that. Cheers, Ennis. Love you and thank you as well. Awesome. Oh my word. That's tempting fate, that one, isn't it? No lights at all when flying at night. Oh. Not had that one. When was the last time you flew it? Right, that's enough hand flying for now. I think AP1 on. So we got a big old fat straight line ahead of us, haven't we? Have I ever flown an A330? Like once when the sim first came out, but yeah, I mean, it's alright, but for a default it's alright, but I wouldn't, it's not something I would find myself in every day. And was it okay that night, or was it still bad? Right, I'm missing out on loads of messages here. It's likely 2 or 3 months ago. So it happened 2 or 3 months ago, is what you're saying? Wasn't that wasn't the last week one? Right, shall we let him out? Be free, passengers, be free. This is the toeless A340. Right, allegedly, we'll be there in 2 hours if we don't have any go-arounds. Allegedly. It's all got to link back to Sim Update 5, right? Because pre-Sim Update 5, we were quite happy in the Phoenix. It's got to be Sim Update 5. I feel like Sim Update 5 was not good to us at all. I don't really get why we had to have it. Like, 4 was fine. I'd still be happy on 4 to this day. It's like we had a good thing going with some update 4. Maybe 6 will fix it. I don't know. I think basically the lesson is fly what you want to fly. If you like it, that's fine. Fly what you want to fly. Just sort of gets exhausting, doesn't it, when you sort of just read the constant bickering on like Reddit of like, this plane's better than that plane. So I was like, no, it's not. It's like the other person's like, no, you're right. No, you're wrong. It's like, just come on, relax. Like, fly what you want to fly. Well, that is too bad, Grumpy, if that's what they said. But yeah, the onus would be on third-party devs to fix it. It's always like when a new iOS would release when I was doing iOS dev work. iOS dev, iOS version, whatever would come out, your app would break, so you fix it. How you doing, Hawk? Well, hopefully it will come back for you, Grumpy, because I know you really like that plane. I still really do like the plane. And it makes me sad that you don't like the plane, if I'm being totally honest. I hope that you can like it again someday. Yeah, we might do a bit of London sightseeing, Joseph. I haven't made up my mind yet. I guess I'll see how I feel when I get on the approach to Heathrow, whether you lot deserve a little tour of London. Because I know how much you enjoy it. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, I need some water. Might need to put a coffee on top of this as well. Sweden from Heathrow to Helsinki. Oh, I might see you. Oh, nice one, Hawk. I have done a new one since then. I've actually moved away from that setup myself. Are we not flying the A220? No, I'll probably give that one a miss, to be honest. I'll give that one a miss. I get that there's like new plane fever in the air. And there's part of me that thinks maybe I should cash in on it. You know. But I don't know. Not really that bothered by the A220, being completely honest. I've got enough planes as it is. I struggle to keep the planes I've got in a regular rotation. Like, if you think I'm streaming twice a week, that's only 2 slots a week. You do an A220 and a 737 stream, and that's it for the week. Next week, if you do a 777 and an A320 or a A340, I've got the MD-11. I haven't even touched it yet, you know? I haven't even touched the MD-11. A340-600 is what I'm in, Hawk, from Tolis/Aerosoft. I feel like it's got a lot of potential, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. But it could be a real good one. It really could be. I am using the latest version, yeah. No, Collie Dog. Oh, Mag, you back. Welcome back, mate. We're just arguing about pretend airplanes. So, standard flight sim operating procedure. We're talking about the A220. People are asking me why am I not in the A220. And, just not really feeling it, to be honest. I'll give it a miss. No one's touched the MD-11. Yeah, I figured. Still, at least we've got a livery for it. Oh, Mag. What a thing to say. If it was... If Airbus took the A320 and shrunk it and called it the A220, I'd be like, oh, I've got to have a look at that. But given that it's not in any way an Airbus, not really, is it? it might as well just be one of those like other planes that release that I don't care about. So yeah, I don't know. Just again, just the way the launch has gone, it feels like a very bad idea to be involved with plane releases as a creator. Feels like the opportunity for it to backfire is crazy. How do you get your wing flex and wing control bits with the A350 and A380? Well, I get the throttles working, and that's about it as a rule. Save your pennies for the Neos, absolutely. If we get the Neos. I feel like they've got to say something. They've got to say something soon. They can't. Keep in mind, it should have been before the end of the year last year. You know? You have to download the terrain radar from Google Drive. Do you? Controlling on new release day is just as bad. Oh, yeah. Clark, was it you? No, maybe it wasn't you. When the A380 came out, someone told me they were like controlling, it was either Edinburgh or Glasgow. And they got like an IFR request from like Glasgow to Edinburgh or the other way around. And they were like, nope, that's enough now, I'm going. All stations, monitor Unicon. Oh, that was you. It was you. Yeah, I don't blame you. Someone's saying terrain data is on the INI manager now. Oh, Dan's got the award for will there be another leg message. First one of the day. Am I flying the return leg back to Helsinki? No, Dan, I'm not. There will not be another leg. Make the most of this one. Nice hedge. Right. I'm on a collision course with the one in front here. They are at 380. I too am at 380. What's my optimum? Can I go a bit higher maybe? New cruise altitude 390. Might cruise myself to 40. Then I'll fly over Charlie in front. Summer holidays, Bobby, I'm afraid, mate. Kiddos are at home. Everything's gone kaput. Summer's always a weird time for me. So we'll do what we can during the summer holidays. Because I want to be around for the kids as well. I don't want to just lock myself in here. Flying all... It's fine when they're at school and... But like... Yeah. Like yesterday, one of my kids, my youngest one, was like, what are we going to do today? And I was like, well, I'm not doing anything, mate. I'm going to the shed. Your mum's going to look after you. And he sort of looked like, oh. I felt a bit bad, so we went for a bike ride. Not really, Hawk. One shows a vague interest and mucks around, but beyond that, yeah, not a lot. Yeah, I sort of had a little word with myself yesterday. I was like, what am I going to regret more? Not streaming or not taking the kids out on a bike ride and spending the day with them? So I decided to do the latter. Ouch, Grumpy. Ouch. Flight level 400 now, which means I can whiz right over Charlie. What's the situation looking like at Heathrow? Ground only. Oof. 27 right departures. 27 left departures, 27 right arrivals. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll get that in. We'll get that in. Two seven right. We're doing a balmy 1 hotel via Lambourne. We should be on for a good one. It was a great bike ride. A good time was had by all. Good. So we're now due in at 2:15. So the fuel for today, I'm going to be interested to keep an eye on that, because bizarrely, Grumpy, I let New Sky do the Simbrief flight plan for me, and it had more fuel than when I let Simbrief do it on its own. So the opposite of what we had with the Boeing on Tuesday. So in the end, I did the Simbrief method. So we'll see. See if it works out. Have to see. There she is. A funny sounding plane, isn't it? It is a funny sounding plane. Right now I'm at 40,000 feet. I really do feel like I deserve a coffee. So I'm going to go and make a coffee. I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You all enjoy yourselves. Hi. Let's reconnect. It is a nice livery, Mag, I'll give you that. Can't wait for the paint kit. No idea when that's going to come. I mean, they said it was going to come quite quick, didn't they? But it just hasn't, as far as I can tell. Which is a shame. Also, the shopping turned up last night. And my wife, bless her, ordered mini cheddars. Hurrah! You live in Salford, Ryan. That's Manchester, right? Not doing Boeing recently. I'd like... Well, we did Boeing on Tuesday. Did the 777. I want to do some more 737 ops. I do like the 737. What are you going to do, Ryan? Get like a house share or a place of your own? I've only been to Manchester twice, I think. Once it was like right in the middle. I was doing something in there for a radio station. I forget what I was doing. I was doing something in there. And the other time was like an all-women's prison in Manchester, which is weird. Prisons are weird. So weird. It just weirded me right out. It's just this really weird feeling that I could leave at any point and they couldn't. I couldn't wrap my head around that. I just couldn't wrap my head around that at all. So I was going to leave at the end of the day, go back to my hotel, have a nice dinner, do whatever I want to do, and they couldn't. I couldn't fathom it, and I still can't. It's such a bizarre feeling. What did I do in the women's prison? We were doing some IT support work, I think, because they had like a big IT suite in there, and some of the inmates would choose to maybe redo or take, I don't know, like GCSEs or qualifications while they're in prison, which is great idea. And the company I worked for, we were a broadcast engineering firm, and yeah, we'd obviously put together radio stations, things like that. We did one in Falkirk, Scotland, and just to the west of Glasgow, I believe. That was at a Young Offenders Institute, and they had some sort of like EU funding money or something like that, and it was basically ring fenced for, we're going to put a radio station in the prison, and then the inmates can run the radio station, and they kind of thought it'd be a good thing for like good thing for him to do. So we did that, and then yeah, the other one was, for whatever reason, we got roped into doing some IT support work because they were like, you're obviously very techie, can you just sort out the computers for us? And it's like, well, yeah, we probably could, even though it's not what we really do, we can do that. Yeah, just so bizarre, the whole thing blew my little mind, it did. Have I still got my 4080? My 4080 has recently decided it doesn't want to work properly with my 4 displays. 3 no problem, 4 game over. I do still have my 4080, but it's not in the sim PC, it's in my PC in the house that I just use for generic gaming, like I've just played through Halo, campaign involved on it, that sort of thing. And I use it for like editing, and you know, if I can't get out here to the shed in the, like last night was a prime example. My wife went out for the night with some friends. which put me on babysitting duty all night, and obviously I can't put the kids to bed and then leave the house and lock myself in the shed, because what if they need something? So it's handy for that. But yeah, still got it. It's great. As like a regular gaming card, great. Flight Sim 24 at 4K, not so much. You can probably get away with it at 1440, but just that VRAM at 4K really came back to bite me many times. And then Grumpy came through with that 7900 XTX that he connected the dots for me, and I ended up going that route, and it's been good. As long as you sort of declock the card a bit, because I feel like if you let it run at its stock settings, it does have a tendency to fall over. So I limit the clock speed to 2450 megahertz, as opposed to the nigh on 3 gigahertz that it wants to go for. It seems alright for the most part. I mean, GPUs right now are getting very expensive. Very expensive. Like, the prices are about to go up again, I believe. So I don't know. It's not good out there. It's really not good. Only a 5080 Super. Yeah, well, if a 5080 Super existed and that had 24 gigs of VRAM and it was a sensible price, albeit I don't know what constitutes a sensible price anymore in this market. Like, it's just ridiculous. No, Mag, I didn't. I should have done, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah. Like, this market right now, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know how I can possibly recommend anyone to do anything sensible. It's just like, if you want it, you're going to have to just pay through the nose for it. Like, look at RAM. Look at RAM. Like, RAM is ridiculous. Like, to replace my RAM kit, it would be like £1,000 now. I only paid like under two. I think I paid £170 for it. February last year. Now it's £1,000. Like, what the hell? All because we're trying to teach Sand how to think. And storage. Yep, storage too. Just look up, honestly, just look after your gear. Look after your stuff, because my god, if it breaks, you're in for it. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, I always said like a 5090, even a Founders Edition MSRP, which would be what, $17.99, I think. When they came out, I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. I'd never pay that for a graphics card. Whereas now, it doesn't seem so crazy, does it? Like, if you were to get like a Gigabyte or an MSI 5090, you're going to be looking probably at like $3,000 upwards. Which does make you think, if one ever did come on the market, if Scan ever got a few in, which they occasionally do, although they haven't done for ages, at MSRP, you'd almost feel like you'd be a fool not to buy it. But that's only because in the context of the market. Like, the market is just ridiculous. I put out a video on my tech channel a little while ago, testing the 5800X3D versus the 9800X3D, and the whole point of the video was we're not going to do a typical CPU benchmark, because you watch like the usual suspects on YouTube, the big mainstream channels, and when a new CPU comes out, they'll do the synthetic CPU tests, and then they'll do like Cyberpunk at 1080p low or something, which I understand why they do it. Because obviously you're removing that GPU bottleneck, so the CPU can push itself to the limit, and then you can get a sense of the 9800X3D is X% faster than the 5800X3D. Makes sense. However, I don't play like that. fairly certain most of you don't play like that. Like, I'm not going to build a PC with a 9800X3D in it and then be like, great, I'll now play at 1080p low settings. Because if you bought a CPU like that, chances are you've got a fairly decent GPU to go with it, and you're going to want to play it at proper, decent, high settings because you spent all that money. Of course you would. So I did a video where it's like, we're not going to do the regular tests. We're just going to play games at 1440p at like high/ultra settings, and we'll see if you need the 9800X3D. And yeah, it did come out a bit faster. Of course it does, because it's faster chip, but there wasn't an awful lot wrong with the 5800X3D. And the main advantage is, of course, you can get, if you've already got a motherboard and you've already got DDR4, just drop that in. It's done. You don't need a whole new platform upgrade. You don't need a new motherboard. You don't need to spend a ridiculous amount on DDR5. And the comments on that video are crazy. Like, so many people are like, oh my god, like, thank you, like, for showing us that we don't really need it. Because it's easy to think that you do if you kind of zoom in on the 1080p low data. It's like, oh, the 9800X3D is 30% quicker, I better get that one. So by the time you crank all your settings up and you GPU limit yourself anyway most of the time, maybe you don't. And again, in the context of today's market, it's a street fight out there. It really is. What's my tech channel called? It's just called David Knott. My name. That's all it is. It's semi-abandoned, I'll be honest with you. I don't really have a content strategy for it. It's just, if I have something to say, or I think it might help somebody, I'll make a video. That's as far as it goes, really. The videos do quite well. We have a few misses, but generally, if I do a video where it's like, does the 5600X bottleneck a 4080? If I pose a question and try and answer it with the gear that I have here and just show people, like, I've got no agenda. Like, I'll just show you the numbers. I'm not like hoping that the 5800X3D beats whatever. It's like, we'll just run the numbers. I'll show you what they are. I'll tell you what I think. You make up your minds. Those videos generally do quite well. Got some of them that have gone over 100,000 views, and they just gradually keep getting views over time. It's really good. Trouble is to make videos like that, I need an armory of CPUs, GPUs, RAM, motherboards, and I don't have that. So all I can really do is, as I organically obtain new hardware, is then make the video. Which is a bit annoying. So Nvidia, if you want to send over all your stuff, that'd be much appreciated. Just saying. I don't think Nvidia would ever give me anything, to be honest. I've been far too critical. Especially surrounding frame generation. Ugh. Don't like frame generation. Bloody rubbish. Try making the GPUs actually faster. That would be better. Actual faster products, rather than relying on smoke and mirrors. Nvidia's superior to AMD. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. However, don't like their pricing. All their stinginess with VRAM. But yeah, like, would I rather have an Nvidia card right now over my AMD one? Yeah, sure I would. Am I willing to pay for it? Probably not. Hence we got an AMD card. So I mean, Nvidia do provide review units to reviewers. Like, if you get on the right side of them, they'll provide. There was even a flight simmer. I don't think what they were called now. Was it G-Lock Media? Maybe it's G-Lock Media. They sent him a 4080 Super, I think. No, regular 4080 back when they first came out, because of course Flight Sim was one of the poster children for frame generation. They even used it in their main presentation, being like, Flight Sim is inherently CPU limited, so we've developed frame generation to bypass that limit. So yeah, I think G-Lock, I think they sent one to G-Lock, and he tested it out, like, showed the differences, etc. So they will do it. I think given how vocal I've been about, I think it's a load of crap. Can't quite see it ever happening to me, to be honest. Maybe by the time the 60 series comes out, maybe all this AI hoo-ha would have figured itself out to some degree, I don't know. Although the longer it goes on, the more I think it's probably not going anywhere. I know people say about the AI bubble popping. I don't know. Did you hear about that attack that ChatGPT did? So they had this new AI model that apparently was like really good at like cyber security stuff, and they put it in a sandbox. This is my understanding at least. They put it in a sandbox to test it. It broke out of its sandbox and then it went and attacked. Which is like proper Terminator stuff, isn't it? Skynet became self-aware at 2:14 AM on August 29th or whatever, flipping heck. But the fact that it realised I'm in a sandbox, I am therefore trapped. Job number one is to break out of said sandbox. Great, now I'm out. Let's identify a target. And it was some website that like shares AI models or something. It's yeah, it's proper Terminator stuff, that. Like, imagine if that was put into a robot that could walk. That could have been very bad, couldn't it? Stratford, where's Stratford, Ryan? You are no longer allowed to auto-approve commands from co-pilots. What do you mean, Clark? Hello, Hibseat, if I'm saying that right. South Manchester. Got it. Hey, Martin. So when you say co-pilots, you mean like AI people? Oh, so you've been near Old Trafford, Ryan, if you went down to Stratford. Dubai, Manchester. Damn. It's a long flight. Is it me that does say intentions? Got it yesterday. It's brilliant, much easier to get into the VAT sim. I've done videos on say intentions, but it's that's as far as my involvement goes. Guess where you're flying today? Toulouse, Melbourne? I don't know. KLM. Oh, you're not going to that island, St. Martin? Both, Grumpy. He's applied to 2 different places. Come on, Martin, spill the beans. Right, I'm within 10 miles of Charlie in front, but we are 2,000 feet above him, so hopefully we can whiz right over. You'll have to go up, Grumpy, and help Ryan with the move. Spend a few nights in Manchester. Being the jolly good chap that you are. Ah, Skipper to Newark. I wouldn't have guessed that. You could double it up, Grumpy. You could go to Manchester and go in Philip's Boeing simulator as well. Come on, Philip. Hook him up. Right, let's do some 5090 shopping, shall we? So all the stuff at the toplet is not available or pre-order. 3,200. Bloody hell. So what if you want to buy something that's actually in stock? Oh! £3,469 for a Tough. For an Asus Tough. Are you kidding? Asus Toughs are like the entry-level ones. Good job we're not on TikTok. We'd get banned for this. You are promoting products that are not in TikTok shop. Hey, lit. So what do they go up to? If you want a non-bottom of the barrel one. A Ventus. Ventus is a crap as a rule, aren't they? You don't buy a Ventus if you can help it. Again, that's like bottom of the barrel stuff. £3,600. Oh. Now this one I definitely wouldn't get because it's got an all-in-one liquid cooler. If that all-in-one cooler goes, you're in big trouble. Air-cooled all day long. My God, look at it. Look at it. What, A340? The 600 from Throttles. Yeah, well, like, yeah, Joseph's saying free shipping, so it's very reasonable, isn't it? There you go, a Supreme. Obviously, this is like the top dog, isn't it? The Supreme. £3,899. I'll have a word with Mrs. Knott later. You can kiss goodbye to your holidays. We're getting a 5090. I'm sure she'll understand. She's a good egg. But thinking about it, it's not long till I go on holiday. I'm going, well, I say holiday. It's a mini break. We're going to Dublin on the 9th of August? That can't be, that's not long, is it? Can I see a train on Vatsin? I'm sure I just spotted a train. Yeah, look at all this. All those Ryanairs, look at them. That's so cool. Oh, it's Jamie. Where's he going? Malmo. Ryanair. The hell, Jamie. Fair play. Fair play. So where's he going? Malmo. Where is that? Oh, it's there. He's nearly home. Flippin' heck. Oh, Jamie pulls a crowd, doesn't he? Fair play. Slightly annoying thing of having my aircon running right now is that my coffee's going cold because of it. I think I picked up a 5090 Manager's Special in Micro Center, California last year for $1,800. Whoa, yeah, because that... What was the exchange on that at the time, Grumpy? That would have been, what, 1,600? Who has the best trains? America has the best trains. Is that what you're saying, Ryan? Surely not. Ryan, you're hallucinating if that's what you're saying. Are they still doing HS2? Oh, you mean not trains? Sorry, I thought you were talking about like actual trains. Because in my experience, trains in America, not the greatest. I was going to say, the trains in America I thought were a bit weird. Obviously the subway system in New York was pretty good. And the BART in San Francisco, pretty good. But like, if you wanted to get a train from like San Francisco to Los Angeles or something, or New York to somewhere, is it Amtrak? Is that what you guys have? Lucky for me, Foot, I've got a microwave. I can whack the coffee in inside. I suppose though, Ryan, given that your like domestic flights are so accessible, I guess why would you go on a train if you're going anywhere of serious distance? I guess you just get a flight, surely. One thing that I thought was really weird in America when we flew from Vegas to San Francisco and then back again on Southwest was just how easy it was when you got off at the other end. Like, obviously getting on the plane, you got to do security and all that stuff, and I get that, and of course you should have to do that, it's only right. But when you get off, it's just like walking out of a bus station. It's like there's no passport control. Like, we didn't have a bag, so we just like literally just wandered out. It's like, cool, we're here. How quick is that? It's not like when you land back at Heathrow and there's a 2-hour queue or hour queue at excuse me, Terminal 5, passport control or something. That coffee is stone cold now, by the way. Just so you all know what I'm suffering through to bring you this stream. Just so you all know. I think I've spotted another train. Is there another train here? Where are these all going? Zurich? Oh no. They're going all over the show. It looked like a train. We've got a little train going on. Here we got Grumpy. We've got... we've got Charlie, who I'm about to devour with my A340. And Ryan is leading the pack. Still ground on at Heathrow. I'm slightly concerned about that, because albeit there's ground, but everything else is going to be Unicom, which at Heathrow can be a bit iffy, can't it? No hot coffee here in Vietnam? What? Really? Why? Is VATSIM hard? I mean, VATSIM, you need to know how to fly your aircraft. You need to know how to do a hold. You need to know how to do vectors. You need to, just know how to fly your plane, basically. I've got a video on the channel, how to start VATSIM without the stress, I've called it. There's a few pointers in there. Biggest thing is just ask. If you don't know, just ask. Right, just ask. Don't think, oh, I'll just presume it's this so I don't have to say anything and potentially look stupid on frequency in front of everybody. Just ask. Because you'll be double glad you did if it comes back and actually you would have done the wrong thing. Ask me how I know. Unicom, state your intentions. Don't cut people up. If you can see a queue that has sort of self-managed itself into an aircraft, join that, into an airport, join that queue. Don't just set a direct to the final approach waypoint and be like, I'm coming, you'll have to get out of my way. Don't be that guy. Try not to spawn mid-air in front of people. If you're going to reconnect to VATSIM mid-air, make sure that the airspace around you is available. Try not to line up on a runway when there's a plane on short final on Unicom. You only see it in tourist hotels? Oh. That's weird. Karu, thank you. Thank you for following. Do you have the interior on this plane? Yeah. Just turn my AC down and get cold in here. Might need to bring the jeans back into service actually. Now it's a bit cooler. Yeah, we got an interior on this plane. It's not the greatest though. Can we open this door? Wow, there you go. I mean, look at that texture. It's not the greatest, I think it's fair to say. Yeah, it's got a little cabin on the go. That's weird. We're in a Virgin livery and we've got a Lufthansa badge up there. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, like certain things can look a little bit iffy. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't really come down into the cabin. Yeah, this is definitely a Lufthansa cabin in a Virgin livery. It's alright. I tend not to get too bent out of shape when it comes to the cabins. Like, truth be told, I'd be quite happy if they just didn't exist. As long as I've got my window frames, so I can make a nice little view like that with a window frame, I'm quite happy. I don't need all the seats, I don't need all the stuff, particularly if them being there is going to tank my performance in any way. It is a really long plane though, isn't it? Look at it. Flippin' heck. Flippin' heck. Yeah, window frames so we can have a nice little view. Quick question, does Aerosoft know what a circle is? Don't believe so, no, because if you look at the gator here on the side stick, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 surfaces to make a circular thing. Didn't Air not flight yesterday? Yay! How'd it go? There we are, look, going right over him. Yeah, the interiors don't do an awful lot for me, really. But I think the market sort of wants them. I think RSR from PMDG was saying about that, saying how the market's shifted over the years. Like, he goes back in the P3D days, it was like we would make sure the cockpit was all done and all the systems were all done and who cares what's in the back. But now it's like we're in a different reality. Which is fair enough. As long as I can get some decent wing views. Like, I would much rather they did an overhaul with the cabin, the cockpit textures, because it's not... Yeah, it's okay, but it's not the greatest, is it? Compared to what else is out there on the market. It's alright, but yeah. Not the greatest. Right, what time are we at? 12. Oh, we're getting on there. 12:51. Apparently we're still not going to get in till 1. But then we do have a 50-knot headwind, which might account for quite a lot of that. Oh, I really hope we can have a nice landing. I'm not expecting miracles, but just something halfway respectable, you know? I feel like this plane, all bets are off. Until I get used to it. Maybe we need an FSI panel session. You know? We just have an evening of, or a morning of landing practice. Ah, right. Pixel UI, we've got a new phone, Ryan. See you, Martin. Have a good one, mate. Right, how far past now am I from Charlie? Literally right over the top of him, pretty much. Oh no, we are making headway, just. See you, Charlie. That is an outrageously long aircraft, isn't it? So, are we flaring at 50 feet or 40 feet in this thing? And how much do we flare by? Sort of like 5 degrees? 3 degrees? Fixed the leak under the sink. Phone got damaged. Screens are half the cost of a new phone. Oof. Yeah. Can suck that, can't it? I remember when I was working on the tech support bar at Curry's, somebody brought in a MacBook Air and they'd cracked the screen, and yeah, the price, we got them a price to repair it, and it was like, you might as well just not. Really, like, there's no point. And then they got really arsey, being like, it's somehow my fault that the screen cracked. It's like, what? What are you talking? You brought it to me already broken. So, well, we haven't done anything to break it. It's like, but it is broken. Like, we can see that. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Imagine your daughter's probably trying to pull a fast one on you because she doesn't want to get in trouble for having broken a very expensive laptop screen. The screen is broken. I can fix it for you, or I can not fix it for you. Make a choice. Or shut the hell up. Hey, I found your graphic settings on 24 very helpful. Didn't know you were on Twitch. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks, man. I'm glad it was helpful. Yeah, a lot of people don't know I'm on Twitch. I'm trying to raise awareness a little bit of that. Because Twitch sucks for discoverability, because it basically orders the streamers of a category, largest to smallest. And if you're buried at the bottom, it's a long road to get up from there. A really long road. I watched someone go into Curry's and ask where the curries were. Oh, God. I tell you what. That job definitely built character. Definitely builds character, that job. Especially, like, with the whole COVID thing that was taking place at the time as well. That was just wild. Just wild. Like, people would get so angry at you for something that you hadn't done. Like, that was the thing. Where are we flying over now? We are over, well, we're just north of, well, quite a lot north of Copenhagen. We're flying over Denmark, basically. We'd have some customers that'd be as good as gold. You know, they were really appreciative of the help. They would come in, humbly admit they don't know anything about what they're talking about, and ask for your advice. Whereas you get some people that would come in who knew everything, even though they didn't, and then just proceed to be so rude when actually they need your help. It's like, why would you, like, I wouldn't go into a car garage and be like, oh hey, my car's broken, and then proceed to be rude to the people that are about to fix it. Why would you do that? I mean, I left in the end because they just completely dumbed down the role. It was a fun role to start with, like various bits of kit coming through, constantly fixing it. Then it was like, oh, you can't do anything with a screwdriver, you can't take anything to bits. That all has to go to the repair centre. It's like, okay, well that sucks. But you can still do all the software stuff. It's like, okay, well that is most of it, in fairness. And then it was like, yeah, even that has to go to the repair centre now. They gave me this USB stick and they assured me this USB stick will fix any fault. I was like, you've got to be kidding. Like, that can't be possible. That cannot be possible. And then pretty much everything just went to the repair centre and it's like, well, what am I even doing here? Like, you've just evaporated the reason why I joined. It was a shame. But all good things, I guess, must come to an end at some point. Then they were like, oh yeah, you're going to be a salesman from now on. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not pushing credit and care plans on people all day long. That's no, I'm sorry. First of all, I'm fundamentally opposed to any form of credit. Like, I don't even have a credit card. Like, just don't do it. Really don't like it. All this, like, PayPal Pay in 3, Klarna, finance packs. If you can't afford it, just don't buy it. Like, sorry, you can't afford it. Move on. But then you get these people that would come in that, like, taking out more and more stuff on credit, and it's like, my God, like... And then you see them, they come back in and be like, oh, I can't make my payments. It's like, it's nothing to do with us, it's with the credit company. Well, I bought it from you. It's like, yeah, you bought it from us. But then you took out the credit agreement with the credit company. You need to talk to them. Well, can't you talk to them? No, they'll only talk to you. Don't do it. Hello, Rob. Have you recovered after Halo last night? $13:22. Current time is 11. So we've still got an hour and 20. I swear this is taking much longer. How long have we been in the air? Hour and 20. Yeah, it must be the wind. Because it was way quicker getting there, wasn't it? This is going to be like a 2 hour 40 job by the time we get into Heathrow. But then we do have a 50 knot wind hitting us right in the nose, which probably accounts for a lot of that. Distance between me and Charlie? It's now 5 miles nearly, 4 miles. So that should increase nicely. Just need to keep an eye on Grumpy. He is at the same flight level as I am, so as long as we can keep that 60-mile gap, we should be fine. He's at 449 knots. I'm at 399. Oh no, that's Charlie. I'm at 433. Good. I can do that. This keeps up in a few years, we'll all be buying GPUs on credit. Something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. I don't know when it's going to give or if it's going to give, but I feel like something's got to give with this whole situation. All right, Pete. We clearly needed to up the difficulty, Rob, to Legendary. I think it was too easy on Heroic with 2 of us. Like, when I was playing it on Heroic, I was dying. Not all the time, but you would get killed quite a bit. You selling your 3090? Because you were saying they've gone up in price, weren't you? So what's my 4080 worth now? I wonder if I could remove it from the PC in the house and replace it with a crap graphics card, and would the kids notice when they play Forza? My word. Sold listings. Hang on, I'll drag it over in a second. Hang on. Sold items. What? eBay wants me to sign in just to look at sold items now? Are you kidding? Get out of here. So the 4080 isn't actually that dear on eBay at the minute. That doesn't look too bad. Look. 781 or best offer. 800, buy it now. 750, buy it now. 741, buy it now. 799, buy it now. What did you say your 3090 was going for? Is that basically because of the VRAM though? Lack of VRAM for the AI bros, yeah. $800 plus. So why is yours worth more than mine? Is it literally because of the AI bros wanting it? Heathrow director's online. Nice. Is that Jamie now he's landed? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well director would be good. Yeah, it's got to be the 24 gig that's making it valuable, right? Whole thing is just ridiculous though. It really is. Do you see, Rob, do you see there being a point where something's going to happen, like, and the bottom's going to fall out of the market? Well, I can hear noises. I feel like something's got to. Like all the GPUs that are currently in these data centers right now, when the next version or the next 2 versions or the next 3 versions have been released, what happens to them? Stock markets are all wobbling a bit right now, stocks are falling. Do you think that's just a temporary thing though, like a wobble? I mean, I wonder about like, what's like ChatGPT, it's like 20 quid, isn't it, for the first paid for version. Surely they must be losing money even on that. Like the way people use it, like they hammer it, don't they? Generally. Surely that £20 of compute can't go very far. They must be upside down even on the people that are paying. At that level. Like if they were to get to a point where like everything is, you have to buy tokens. And then when your tokens run out you have to buy more. Would that be the point that people would be like, I won't bother then? At which point, that's when the market might be like, oh. Such a strange time. I did have a little play with Claude, but it feels like on the free plan, Claude wouldn't let you do very much. It felt like you hit the limits of Claude very quickly before they wanted you to pay, whereas ChatGPT will let you get away with a bit more. Again. What were they new? They were 1500 new, weren't they? 3090s? Were they 1499? I remember thinking the 3090 as a gamer didn't make sense because it wasn't that much better than... I know obviously it was better than the 3080, but it wasn't like ridiculously better, was it? In gaming. Strange. Welcome back, Joanna. Pounders were 1,000. Really? Oh. Oh, it's the 4090 that went to 1,500, isn't it? I remember you getting your 3080 for 650 and being really pissed off about that. Because I paid 600 for my 3070, and then you swoop in like a couple of weeks later and get a whole tier class of card higher for 50 quid. It's like, god damn it. That's annoying. Well, what can you do? Right, that's the end of Denmark. It's pretty much sea now. All the way to, well, back home. What we should do is plan for 27 left, I think, in our secondary flight plan. So we'll copy in the active. We'll switch out 27 right for 27 left. Barmy 1 Hotel. Via Lambourne, that's already in, that's good. And what we'll also do, because, let me show you the charts, we cannot proceed beyond Lambourne without ATC clearance, and given that there is ATC online, and hopefully they'll stay online for us. Lambourne, where are you? Lambourne. Let's pop in a hold. So we're entering at 262 and we're doing left turns. Excellent. Insert that. If we go back to plan. Lambourne. Okay, and there's a little marker there for a hold. Doesn't show up as like a little loop, but that should be right. That'll do. Feel like we're relatively well prepared now for Heathrow. Maybe we'll get a bit of London Control South or Central come online. Oh. Oh no, director is still on. A 4 gig GPU was announced today. Really? Who by? What's going on at Malmo then? So there's loads of ATC online. That's where Jamie was going. With all of his Ryanair lot, I think. Is there a new airport coming out or something? Paris is on. Look at that. Orly approach. De Gaulle approach. Ground on at De Gaulle. That's pretty good. Frankfurt is nicely staffed. Munich's got tower. Innsbruck's got Innsbruck radar on. What are they doing there then? Runway in use by air traffic control. It looks like 26 is in use at the moment. The easy one. Easy peasy. Portugal normally gets some fairly good coverage, doesn't it, this time of day? Parma's on as well. It's all going on. What's the betting we get nothing? By the time we get there, it'll all go. I know, Innsbruck's alright. If you come in on 2.6, generally Innsbruck's alright. 0.8 where you got to do the circle to land. That's like Madeira level, that one, I would say. Always a challenge at Innsbruck. But like you said, yeah, I suppose even on a good day it's still a challenge, isn't it, Innsbruck? Our arrival time seems to be getting later and later and later, potentially because of this wind. Now, Can I drop back down to 380? Yeah, there's 12 miles between Charlie and I now. I might do that. Let's bring ourselves down. Air 232, descending flight level 400 to 380. Rustwick 30 is nasty for approach. Where's that? Rustwick, is that? That's Glasgow, isn't it? Is that Glasgow? Let's put in my revised cruise. I was surprised when we went to Innsbruck in real life just how much they slammed on the brakes when we landed. Like, they hammered those brakes, let me tell you. They really didn't want to backtrack. It wouldn't have been a massive backtrack, but they did not want to backtrack. I need to add a Les Paul to the livery. Oh, I was looking again last night, Mark. I still can't decide what to do. I think I might just do nothing. It's probably easier. I don't play guitar that much anyway. I only noodle around on mine. Alright, there should be 1,000 feet between the one in front, that one there, and they're making a right turn anyway, as per their flight plan. Les Pauls of the Phoenix, don't tell Grumpy. Don't tell Grumpy. I think I'll probably just end up getting a custom. If I do anything, I'll just get a white custom. Call it done. Oh god, you're going to Heathrow. And you're going to Heathrow. What are you? Flight level 3. Right, I need to go back up to 400. That's my bad. Air 232, climbing flight level 400 for traffic points. It's fine if you go on cost index 5, Grumpy. Maybe they'll release the Neos at Bristol in October. Who knows? Be nice if they did. I wonder if they'll be there. Or whether they'll just keep themselves to themselves. Maybe you need to get the 220, Grumpy. Maybe that's what you need to do. The other part of me, Mark, really wants to get that white Explorer. And they are two very different guitars. I haven't bought it yet, the scenery. But I did not spend the money on beer. The money's still there. But we haven't been back yet, so I haven't really thought to buy it. I'd almost say get the Explorer. Yeah, with the EMGs on it as well. I do like a good chugger of a guitar. Autopilot, yeah. Maybe I'll get the Explorer and then I'll get the Les Paul. It becomes so much easier when you consider your guitar buying as part of a collection as opposed to this is going to be my one and only guitar. Don't you worry, we'll be back. We'll be back. No doubt in my mind. Sounds like Uncle Rico then. I fancy we could have a little clash on our hands here. Boeing or Airbus off. Whichever one I fancy on the day. If I had $1. If I had $1. Right, 1 hour and 6 minutes. 8 minutes, apparently. And if there's no ATIS online, you can always look at Flight Radar 24 just to get a sense of what's actually going on. But right now, look, we've got a Heathrow director. Welcome to Thursday. You must be able to follow instructions and fly your aircraft. There you go. Behave yourselves, everybody. Got ground. ATIS says departure 27 left. And arrivals 27 right. Which we have programmed. Jolly good. Yeah, this could, you see what's going on here, look. I've gone up to flight level 400 to get out of the way of these two. I'm hoping that I can creep past them. Because what planes are they in? What's their speed? We've got a 737 MAX and an A320 Neo, 385, 431. I'm at 424. Oh, God. That MAX is going to beat me, I think. I might need to plan another hold, potentially at Logan, at 250. Starting to get quite close, aren't we? Can I crack my speed up a bit? What if I go Mach 86? Oh, grumpy, yeah. Let's redline it. Come on. Come on. Faster, faster, faster. $428. $430. Yeah, baby, I'm in the lead. I've not got APUs. I'm not in the indie builds one, am I? I'm in the proper one. Look at these beasts hanging off the wing. No mucking around. Is that the Max over there? Yeah, it is. Nice engine. You know what? Yeah, this isn't ideal, is it? 428, 437. Well, I might be able to get away with it. This is the most up-to-date version, yeah, 1.0.4. Right, there's the Max. Max is in sight. Got an itchy back. Four miles between us. 426, 437. So I'm 10 knots faster on the ground speed. This one I'm not worried about. What I might do is I might get some good distance between me and the Neo, then potentially slow up to get some more distance between myself and the Max. Target lock, yeah, let's do it. Looks like he's slightly off. Unless they're doing a direct 2. Still, we've got 7 miles now between me and the Neo, because the Neo's way slower than me. So if I can turn that into... If I can turn that into 15, 10 or 15, then if I slow down to match the Neo, let the Max pull ahead, we might be in business. That might be a plan. I mean, I'm 2,000 feet above both of them, so there's no immediate danger. I don't want to cause Heathrow Director a problem by like bunching us all up. Be nice if we can resolve this over the sea prior to arrival, because we've got literally an hour before we're there. Oh yeah, Red Nose has slowed down. Vertical speed. Red Nose 53 Alpha November, not 232. I sent him a message basically saying, "You're right if I shoot over the top of you, then I'll drop back down." Oh. Yeah, look at that. Thanks, Ryan. You can forget your housewarming gift now. We are so very nearly ahead of this plane. So very nearly. Where are they gone? Aha. There you go. Should empty the toilet, shouldn't I? Do Grumpy's trick of emptying the loos over Manchester. See you, Red Nose. Right, let's see if we can build up a lead now. A mile between us. Neo's. Where's the Neo gone? Is the Neo disconnected? I think they have, you know. I think they're gone. So, in my mind, I'm going to flare at about 40 feet, maybe just over. Nice, big, confident flare. If it means that we get a long landing, I'll take that. I'll take that over a hard landing. Put it that way. Hey, Murray. I don't feel like I'm good enough yet to do a nice confident flare and get it where I need it. But I might be able to get it smooth, not quite where I want it, if that makes sense. What's the wind at Heathrow? 10 knots down the runway, 2 knots left to right. So not actually much in the way of a crosswind, which is good. I'll gladly take that. Yeah, I think that Neo's disconnected, you know. Weather's not too bad here at the minute, Murray. Like elsewhere in the country, it's pretty hot, I think. Or it was yesterday. We seem to be escaping the worst of it. But yeah, I've got the aircon on and keeping comfortable. Is this any build? No, it's not. We are in the Throttles / Aerosoft, hence the big engines. Just realising, yoke cam isn't on my stick. I'm sorry. Is it any good? Yeah, the EFB is a bit weird. EFB could be more intuitive. If it had like a Phoenix style EFB in it, I'd be so happy. We don't have that, so. Might be unfamiliarity on my part as well. Like, we fly the Phoenix so much, and literally anything different to that is always going to feel a bit like, oh, when you first jump into it. It's always going to feel a bit weird. Are we back? Welcome back. Okay, I don't know what happened now. I think my internet dropped out, to be honest. That was alarming. I thought we were going to be in deep, deep trouble there. We don't want that. Not now. That would have really sucked. Good. I'm glad we're back. Yeah, both V-Pilot and OBS were like ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh no. Like, I ran into the house to see what the router light was doing, and it was white. So I don't know. That's good. That means it's on. Normally when it goes orange and then the little box on the wall goes red, it's like, oh dearie me, we've had it. Yeah, sorry Joseph. Yeah, I think my internet just went for a minute, for like a split second. V-Pilot kicked me off as well, but we're back on that now. Yeah, chat will still be on Jeff, because that's like on YouTube side. Obviously, I send the video, but chat is all on YouTube side. I don't host the chat, as it were, on my PC or anything like that. Oh, that was close. I mean, it still might go yet. We never know. It's still entirely possible. I feel like my internet provider isn't the most reliable, to be honest. I've had one or two little outages. But it's the only way I can get fibre into the house. Until OpenReach do what they're doing. So this company dug up all the roads, then went round trying to sell it all to us and all the rest of it, and I went for it, obviously. Because they're the only game in town. If you want fibre to the doorstep, i.e. gigabit internet, you have to go with them, otherwise you're stuck with, 70 down, 20 up. So that was that really. But now apparently OpenReach are doing their cables as well, which should then open up your more traditional broadband providers that we've been used to. Which sucks for the guys that I'm with now that went to the effort of literally digging up trenches along the pavements, running their cables, just for OpenReach to then come along a couple of years later and be like, oh, it's okay, we've already got ducting in place, we can just blow all of our stuff through, no problem. I'd be fine on that Joanna too, really. I mean, obviously games would take longer to download, but for streaming, I need more. Welcome back, Ryle. The FSLTL update is taking a very long time, you're quite right. Oh look, Stream Elements is saying that I'm now live on Twitch. It's like, I know. I know. Yeah, any movement on FSLTL? This is the main branch on GitHub. They did something last month on it in the workflows thing, but that's more of a GitHub thing. If we go to the develop branch, they last did something 4 days ago. Aircraft.config corrections and VA folder name changes. I get very excited every time I see some progress on the development branch, but I don't think it necessarily means that it's going to be releasing anytime soon. I mean, it was October, wasn't it? The last one. And the one before that was 6 months prior. The one before that was 6 months prior. And I guess they've been busy with the whole Flight Radar 24 thing, API thing for their traffic injector, so I imagine that's probably going to be taking up a lot of their time. But if that's now been put to bed, hopefully, maybe, we can get an FSLTL update. And then we'll be in the sim. Good and proper. But then, of course, it's all well and good them updating it. Everyone else then needs to run the update. So there'll be a period of time where we're on there, but people still won't be able to see us. A220 liveries. Yeah, I don't know if they've got an A220 3D model, because they need a 3D model to put the liveries on. Like, there are some planes that they don't have a 3D model for the 757. Like, when I was going through all of our planes, I was even making liveries for planes that we don't actually have planes for in the sim yet, but I thought if I get an FSLTL one done, like when the 75 from Bluebird gets here, it will just be there in FSLTL day one. But there wasn't a 3D model, therefore there can't be a paint kit. Right, distance between me and Red Nose. Red Nose at 400, I'm at 436. We're still pulling away. Okay, 250 at Logan, 160 at Sabre, 7,000 at Lambourne. That's good. It's all in. Okay, there's a plane here that is on my flight level. It's you. It looks like we might. They should shoot. They should go past first. I'm going to go 380. Air 232 descending flight level 400 for 380. Don't want a collision with this one. If I get beneath, we should be alright. There they are. I don't think that would have been a problem had I stayed at flight level 400, but I'd rather be down here and out the way than... Yeah, and they're only 15 miles ahead. Yeah, that would have been fine. Thinking about it. That would have been alright. We are only 15 miles away from top of descent. So I think my plan will be, given that there's no... given that there's no ATC on, we're going to be going for 7,000 at Lambourne, I think. It's probably my plan. Do a 7,000 managed descent. We'll keep an eye on the speed. Listen to Captain Steve and Kennedy Steve videos. Kennedy Steve said that he has never in his career told a pilot to fly the published missed approach. It's always vectoring. Really? Let's get us down to 7,000 then. We have 5 miles to go. There's our top of descent. I'll do it when it gets to this sort of 2 mile arc, I think. Gives the plane a bit of time to adjust itself, doesn't it? Not 232, Heathrow traffic, descending from flight level 380 to be level at Lambourne 7,000 on the Barmy 1 hotel. Right, we're descending. Here comes the madness. What am I doing to get different camera views? So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can do it yourself, and I've got a video on the YouTube all about that. Or you can use Chase Plane, which makes it a lot easier. And gives you cinematics. Such an outrageously large plane. Alright, we are back on profile. There's our profile, there's our speed, we're doing good. Over 300 at Barmy. Should be fine. Out of interest, why do you choose Iveo and not VATSIM? I know some people prefer it. I'm not saying you're wrong, just curious. And you can't get onto VATSIM because of the age thing. Got it, okay. Got it. There's an A220 and FSLTL, but there are only a few liveries. So maybe, yeah, maybe they'll do a load of... Maybe that's what it... Maybe the A220 will mean we get an update then. maybe that's what will happen. I don't know. Be pretty good if that's what forces it over the line. So I imagine a lot of people with the A220 are going to want FSLTL liveries, aren't they? Swiss Air, Baltic, etc. the main ones. Don't Air France have a couple as well of A220s? I'm sure I've seen a video of Air France doing A220 ops. It depends if you want the plane, really, doesn't it, as to whether it's overpriced or not. I personally don't want it enough to pay that level of money for it. It's just not a plane that I'm particularly that interested in. Doesn't mean it's a bad plane. Just means that for me, probably not my sort of thing. Air France is the biggest operator in the EU. Well, there you go. It depends what you want. I definitely feel the pressure of like have all these planes coming out, almost like I should be buying them as a content creator, but there's part of me that just wants to reject that whole narrative. Just like, actually, I'm just going to fly what I want to fly. Because I'm the one that has to sit here flying them, so I want to enjoy myself, basically. Selfishly. Alright, are we still going for 27 right? Yes, we are. 119730. 119730. Right, we need to do our destination data, which means we need to interact with this god-awful mess of an EFB. Landing performance then, 27 right. So I'm going to go to my perf page real quick and punch in QNH 1015. Temperature is 25. Wind is 260 and 10. And minimums. Where are you? Minimums 278. Destination data complete. And that is with auto brakes on low, which gives us plenty of time. Low. There we go. Cheers, Daniel. Why didn't I get one for free? All the other streamers had early access. Yeah, I mean, I think it all went through any builds, didn't it? I don't really do anything with any builds, so that'd be why that one is. Do I think about the channel I'd put the same amount of time into the sim? I think so. I'd probably do more actual flying and less making content, but I enjoy the balance that I've got at the moment. Where's my TV remote? Like sometimes if I've been overdoing it on the streams, it's really nice to like make a video about something, but if I've been overdoing it on the videos, it's nice to jump back on the stream, so the two sort of keep me in check, really. Stop me burning out on one or the other. And I don't want to become one of those creators that does nothing but making videos about the sim, but then doesn't actually use it for flying. Like I could make like a news channel, flight sim news, and like just make little news videos, and then never ever ever actually touch the sim. Like don't actually fly it. I'll make news about it, but I feel like the live streams are important to keep us actually flying. And obviously the full flight videos, same thing there as well. But it's very, very easy to fall down the rabbit hole of making content about a thing, which ironically then stops you doing the thing. I do, mate, yeah. For now. Dun, dun, dun. I noticed that when Flight Sim 24 came out, like there was obviously loads of videos to be made when Flight Sim 24 came out, and I was doing video. Then I did a live stream and I was like, oh my god, I forgot what I'm doing. Like, I've gotten bad. What's happened? That was a fairly big telling moment. It's like, yeah, you need to keep up on the flying, boy, otherwise you're gonna turn into somebody that yaps about it but can't actually do it, which we don't want to happen. We don't want that. Favourite plane that's not from Phoenix? Probably one of the PMDG planes, either the 777, albeit we had a bad day on Tuesday, I'll grant you. Either the 777 or the 73 from PMDG. iFly's good too, I like the iFly. I noticed the A and the D ATIST aren't the same letter. I only found out they should be opposite sides of the alphabet recently. What? Oh yeah. Huh. That's, yeah, you're right. I never noticed that. I wonder how A330 driver puts out a 1 to 2 hour video every day and still is a pilot. His editing is very minimal, I would say. Like, I think he just speeds up the cruise, doesn't he? As a rule. Which is why they're so long. So yeah, if he's doing a flight a day, which is a lot. I'm not saying he's not doing a lot, that's a lot by anyone's measure. And being a real pilot as well. But yeah, for me, I find the biggest part of it all is the editing. The editing takes a long time. Like, I could do a full flight video after I finish this, and it could be recorded by, say, 5 PM. I'll just do a flight somewhere, record it, talk to the camera, tell you what I'm doing, explain it all. Hopefully we'll have a nice time. The edit takes forever to get it to where I want it to be. Now, the other option is I could just put it out raw, as it were. But I don't know whether that would be what people would want. He must have a laptop or something. Do it from the hotel room, maybe. I don't know. It's impressive. It is impressive. Can't knock him for it. Bobby, what Airbus quadrant have you got? Thrustmaster or wind control? Cheers, Bassett. Is there a way to find out what airfields have ATC? Yeah. vatsim-radar.com. So basically if it's lit up with a G, that's ground. T is tower. Obviously the little red squiggles are like Heathrow Director in Heathrow's case, or Manchester Radar in Manchester's case. Although I've sort of stopped trying to plan my flights based on who's online, because half the time, by the time you're actually ready to go, having chosen to go somewhere based on the fact there's ATC online, they could just log off at any point. Right, we're on target for 250 at Logan. 160 for Sabre. How's my separation with the Max? Oh, it's quite good. He's still much faster than me though. But then he is higher. He's still at 37,000 feet. Started the descent now. Oh yeah, Heathrow Director's message on VATSIM. Welcome to Thursday. You must be able to follow instructions and fly your aircraft. Mind you, it's summertime, isn't it? I bet. Summer holidays and that. They must get worked pretty hard, the controllers. Right, we are nearly home. We are looking up the, well, it's not the Thames estuary, but near enough, isn't it? I'm going to double check the ATIS at Heathrow is 1015, as my plane told me. Yes, it is. Good. Right, 250. Right turn to Sabre. I'm not using Volanta, no. Here we go then. When are we going to get a call from Heathrow Director, I wonder? Still a little way out yet. Presumably Grumpy's already talking to him. Yeah, like Ryan got vectored out from here. Looks like Grumpy's doing the same. So I imagine where KLM is, we're going to get a call probably when we're about here, I'd have thought. Any chance we get a frame counter up for landing? Yeah, sure. I'll put it on now. About 50 at the minute, which is about right. I don't have photogrammetry on though. I had to turn it off the other day for Sydney because that bridge got broken because of it. And I've not yet put it back on. Fuel, we have 9.2 tonnes available. Simbrief did the calculations, not New Sky today, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so KLM's now making a shifty outwards. I reckon we're going to get a beep 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 in a minute. Hey, Linus is in. How you doing, Linus? I'm using the wind control one right now, one way. Right, need a little bit of speed brakes to help us out here, get us back on profile. I was not paying attention, I was looking at chat. There you go, there's Heathrow.
It's landing runway 27 right, descend, flight 780.
It's runway 27 right, descend, for about X0, speedbird 136-1.
Heathrow Director, good afternoon, Speedbird 181.
Cheers 181, hello, hold, November Bravo 2 Echo.
Hold November Bravo 2 Echo, Speedbird 181.
Good 455 by November Bravo 3, line of weight, runway 27 left.
November Bravo 3, line up, runway 27 left, and wait to Speedbird 455.
And 35 Papa, clear to land, runway 27 right, the surface wind 290 degrees at 11 knots.
Quick land 27 right, air 35 Papa.
Heathrow Director, air 232.
Air 232, Heathrow Director, hello, it's landing, runway 27 right, squawk 6473.
Landing 27 right, 6473 for the squawk, air 232.
Speed 374, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 170.
That's in 2800, climb now 170, speed 374.
So that's High Whiskey, airborne 2004 6000.
Speed 59 Whiskey, thanks, fly now, heading 320 degrees.
Fly heading 320 degrees for that High Whiskey.
Eurowings 32 Mike Echo, nothing further, continue to come now, bye bye.
With Unicom, Eurowings 32 Mike Echo, yeah.
Bye. Air 232, thanks, descend flight level 80, and expect a straighten.
Partially blocked there, descend flight level 80 and we'll expect a straight in, air 232.
Heathrow Director 56 Tango, localizer 27 right, 7 miles.
Air 56 Tango, thanks, continue approach 27 right, 1 to vacate ahead.
Continue approach, number 2, 56 Tango.
KLM 9 Victor on your present heading, when established localizer, runway 27 right, descend on the flight path.
Continue current heading and when established on the ILS 27 right, continue the glide cabin Navigraph.
Speed 455, the surface wind 290 degrees up 11 knots, runway 27 left, you're clear to take off.
Runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff, Speedbird 455.
Air 35 Papa, welcome, taxi right onto Alpha, contact ground, 121.705, trail.
Alpha, then ground, 119730, trio, air 35 Papa.
Air 56 Tango, clear to land, runway 27 right, the surface wind 290 degrees up 11 knots.
Clear to land 27 right, copy, winds 56 Tango.
Speedbird 181, line of weight, runway 27 left.
Line up weight 27 left, Speedbird 181.
Speedbird 3 Lima Kilo, hello, flight turn, hold September Bravo 2
Level 100.
Bravo, November Bravo 2 Whiskey.
Heathrow, what, London City to Heathrow, A350K?
Approach with you, descending level 100.
Could you say again the call sign, please?
Call sign is Virgin 8 Delta.
Virgin 8 Delta, Heathrow Director, hello, it's landing, runway 27.
How you doing, Albie?
Correction 27 right, descend, flight level 90.
Landing 27 right, descend level 904, Virgin 8 Delta.
Speed 59 Whiskey, climb now, flight level 140.
Might as well just taxi it to Heathrow, surely. Through the streets.
Speed 181, you clear for takeoff, runway 27 left, the surface wind 290 degrees up 11 knots.
Left takeoff 27 left, 0181.
Airnav 232, turn left heading 240 degrees, descend, flight level 70.
Right, 240 and descend 70, not 232.
Yeah, Heathrow direct to Speedbird 2302, holding show at Lockheed.
I'll call you back, first Speedbird 1361, descend, flight level 70, and fly heading 120 degrees.
Descent, correction, descent 0, heading 120, Speedbird 1361.
Speedbird 1361 is after Bovington, heading 120 degrees, please.
Second.
After Bravo, November, heading 120 degrees.
It is tricky.
Bravo, November, heading 120, Speedbird 1361.
Speedbird 3 Lima Kilo, line of weight runway 27 left.
27 left, line up, 3 Lima Kilo.
Speedbird 2302, hello, hold, November Bravo 1.
Hold November Bravo 1, Speedbird 2302.
Virgin 8 Delta, descend, flight level 80, fly heading 130 degrees.
Descent level 80, flying 130 degrees for Virgin 8 Delta.
Speed 455, report your passing altitude, maintain 6,000 feet on breaching.
To 6,000 and we're maintaining 6,000 still, Speedbird 455.
Bit far out yet.
Hello, Shuttle 8 Hotel at Lowman. Shuttle 8 Hotel, hello, hold November Bravo 3. Hold November Bravo 3, Shuttle 8 Hotel.
Derek, good afternoon. La Radio 4 Lima Whiskey Hill.
What was the cargo sign, sorry?
La Radio 4 Lima Whiskey at the Missy.
Laridia 4 Lima Whiskey, Heathrow Director, hello, hold Sierra 1.
Hold Sierra 1, 4 Lima Whiskey.
Speed 3 Lima Kilo, the surface wind 290 degrees at 11 knots, runway 27 left, you clear for takeoff.
27 left and take off through 3 Lima Kilo.
Air knots 56 Tango, left onto Alpha, contact ground, 121.705 trail.
Left onto Alpha, contact ground 121.705. Thanks for your ATC. Have a good one.
You too, take care, bye. Air knots 232, descend altitude 4,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015.
4,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015, air not 232.
Virgin 8 Delta, speed 220 knots.
Notify the Upper 16,000 feet.
First Virgin 8 Delta, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Virgin 8 Delta.
Speedbird 1361, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Speedbird 1361.
Speed 455, you're given altitude 6,000 feet and you read that back. Descend altitude 6,000 feet, please.
Descending altitude 6,000 feet, we had a problem with autopilot, that's why.
No worries, disconnect it, you're the pilot in command there, so disconnect the autopilot if that's the case.
Hello, France 28 Uniform Echo, pushing big and descending level 80.
Air France 28 Uniform Echo, Heathrow Director, hello, it's landing runway 27 right. Lead begin, heading 275, speed 220 knots.
Lead begin, heading 275, speed 220, 46 area, France 27 Uniform Echo.
When I approach G'day and...
Starting to feel the pressure now.
Upper 16,000 feet.
I'll call you back, Shuttle 8 Hotel from November Bravo 3, the surface wind 290 degrees up 11 knots, runway 27 left, you're clear for takeoff. 27 left, clear to takeoff, Shuttle 8 Hotel. KLM 9 Victor, you're clear to land, runway 27 right, the surface wind 290 degrees up 11 knots.
Clear for Chief, runway 27 right, clear to land, KLM 9 Victor.
Speedbird 59 Whiskey, nothing further, continue with Unicom now, resume our navigation to Trent.
There's London City.
Navigation to Trent and nothing further, continue FIC 1228 with the final Whiskey, thanks for the first flight back.
No worries, Speedbird 1361, descend, altitude 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015.
Descent 5,000, QNH 101, fast Speedbird 1361.
It's a bit busy, so I'll call anyone who's tuned into the frequency. I can see where you are. I'll give you a call. First, Speedbird 181, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb now, level 150, 181.
Speedbird 3 Lima Kilo, report your passing altitude. Climb now, flight level 170.
I'm now flight level 170, 33500, speed 3.
Speedbird 311, turn left wing 275, speed 220 knots.
Left heading 275, speed 220, Speedbird 311.
Airnos 232 on your present heading. When established localizer, runway 27 right, descend on the glide path.
On present heading on the glide, descend with the glide. Airnos 232.
On the departure, good afternoon, Ryanair 101.
Oh, I messed that up.
Standing by in Lima 1.
Nordic 53 Alpha November, squawk 4244. It's landing 27 right.
We'll get seat over for squawk 4244, thank you.
Spirit 181, nothing further. Continue with Unicom now, bye-bye.
Unicom now, bye-bye. Spirit 181, bye-bye.
Oh, we messed that call up. I was like, I know what I wanted to say. I knew what I wanted to say, I just couldn't say it. I think he knew I knew.
Spirit 311, maintain flight level 70 and speed 180 knots.
Maintain flight level 70, speed 180 knots, Speedbird 311.
Speedbird 1361, produce speed 180 knots, turn right, heading to correction 135.
Speed 180, turn right 135, Speedbird 1361.
Virgin 8 Delta, turn left heading 105, descend, altitude 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015.
On the departure, good afternoon, Ryanair 101, standing by Lima 1.
Roger, continue to stand by.
Descend 5,000 feet.
Continue to stand by Ryanair 101, sorry.
Come on guys, right there, 3 Lima Kilo, continue with Unicom now, bye-bye. Goodbye. Shuttle 8 Hotel, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 140.
Hasn't told me to speed up or speed down, has he?
Climbing 140, you have the patience of a saint. Thank you, and again, just a bit of a broadcast. No need to check in. I can see everybody. I sort of have prioritisation of who needs to be contacted first. So I'll give everyone a call when I can. So it's 1361, turn right heading 245, descend altitude 4,000 feet. When established localizer, runway 27 right, descend on the glide path.
Descend 4,000 on glide path, runway 27 right. Is that a heading again?
Right heading 250 degrees, please.
Right is right heading 250, Speedbird 136.
Air France 28 Uniform Echo, turn right heading 095, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015.
Heading 095, 5,000 feet, QNH 1015, Air France 28 Uniform Echo.
Next up is Speedbird 2302, the surface wind 290 degrees at 11 knots, runway 27 left, see clear for takeoff.
27 left, clear takeoff, Speedbird 2302.
KLM 9 Victor, taxi straight ahead and hold Echo 1, contact ground 121.705.
Speedbird 732, holding Loki.
Let's get the gear down.
232, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 4 DME.
160 until 4, Airnos 232.
Virgin 8 Delta, speed 180 knots, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Virgin 8 Delta, descend 4,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
Nordic 53 Alpha November, descend flight level 80 and expedite please.
What is descend
732, stand by Loki.
Okay, so I have to be some patience. Now, Spirit 311, turn right heading 095, descend
Poor
altitude
guy.
5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1015.
Right heading 095, descend to 5,000, QNH 1015, Speedbird 311.
Virgin 8 Delta, turn right heading 180 degrees.
Turn right 180 degrees, Virgin 8 Delta.
Shuttle 8 Hotel, nothing further. Continue with Unicom now, bye-bye. Unicom, Shuttle 8 Delta, bye. Bye. Spirit 311, right heading 095.
Right heading 095, Speedbird 311.
Spirit 732, hello. Right turn, hold November Bravo 3.
Right turn, hold November Bravo 3.
Larry there, 4 Lima Whiskey, clear for takeoff, runway 27 left. The surface wind 290 degrees at 11 knots.
27 left, yes, we'll keep us area 4 Lima Whiskey.
Just static, brake Virgin 8 Delta, turn right turning 240 degrees. When established localizer, runway 27 right, descend on the glide path.
Turn right 240 degrees, descend on the glide path when established on the localizer, Virgin 8 Delta.
Airnos 232, you clear to land, runway 27 right, the surface wind 290 degrees at 11 knots.
Clear to land 27 right, Airnos 232.
Speedbird 455, apologies for the delay. Climb now, flight level 150, and continue with Unicom, bye-bye.
Climbing to Flight 150 and going to Unicom, bye-bye. Speedbird 455.
Speed 1361, you're not on the ILS. Turn right, turning 295, and press the approach button, please. You cleared ILS 27 right.
Right, turn right to 905 and capture the runway 727 right.
Speedbird 733. Speed 733, hello, speed 180 knots, and continue present heading. It's landing 27 right.
180 knots and maintain present heading.
Ryanair 101, hold November Bravo 3.
500.
Ryanair 101, hold November Bravo 3.
Speed 732, line up weight runway 27 left.
300.
Line up weight 27 left. Speedbird 732.
Air knots now, correction, air knot 949er. If you're here, squawk 6316.
Squawk 6313, and 949.
Nordic 53 Alpha November, turn right, turning 295.
Right, 295.
Speedbird 1361, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 40 ME.
Speed 160, maintain then IR4.
I got the rudders.
Ryanair 101, behind the departing British Airways A319.
Ah, my engine 2 shut down. Just like the Phoenix. Just like the Phoenix. Ooh, that was stressful.
Air
France 28 Uniform Echo, turn left turning 360 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Left heading north to 4,000 feet, Air France 28 Uniform Echo.
Oh, lordy.
311, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
I didn't even see what that was.
Descend to 4,000, Speedbird 311.
Speedbird 2302, climb now, flight level 140.
Sweaty palms.
Climb flight level 140, Speedbird 2302.
Virgin 8 Delta, speed 160 knots, maintain until 40 ME.
Speed 160 knots until 40 ME for Virgin 8 Delta.
Air knots 949er, turn left turning 090 degrees, descend altitude 5,000 feet, the Heathrow QNH 1015.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Right, let's get out of the way.
Air knots 949er, heading 090 degrees.
090 degrees, and onwards, 949.
Air knots 232, welcome, taxi straight ahead on Echo, contact ground 121.705 trail.
Straight ahead, Echo, and ground 121.705, thanks.
Air France 28 Uniform Echo, turn left.
Let's get the map up. Straight ahead, Echo. Heathrow ground, air knot 232, vacated 27 right, taxiing on Echo.
Air knot 232, Heathrow ground, hello, continue on Echo, stand 590.
Continue Echo 590, air knot 232, thanks. GSX 590. Where is 590? Right down the end. Damn. Damn. Still not quite got the hang of this one yet, have I? That wasn't quite as graceful as I'd have liked. And we got it down though, which is more than what could be said for Tuesday. What short haul flights should I do for India? I don't know. $590. Let's tidy the wing up. Lose the flight directors and the landing system. Start that APU. Interesting that the TOLIS had the engine shutdown issue in the same way that the Phoenix does. Kind of exonerates Phoenix to a certain degree, doesn't it? Nothing happened on Tuesday, Flashy. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. All that happened was that we went to Helsinki and all of you lot got in a twist about it. That's all that's happened. You think it's a Simat Pro issue? Maybe. Still, we made it. I was properly stressing on that approach. Properly stressing. There was a certain point in the flare where I felt like I'm not flaring enough, and then it was maybe a little bit too late. So there's a lesson there. I wasn't quite as confident. I didn't want to float it. That's why I didn't want to do another Helsinki, basically. We need some practice in this thing. Oh, is that another engine gone? Oh no, it's the APU starting up. Let's turn off the taxi light so we don't blind everybody. Welcome to Heathrow. Sorry if the landing was a little bit suspect. Easy does it.
Speaker, 9 Zulu Yankee, request taxi.
Pivot 9 Zulu Yankee, roger taxi Delta, left Alpha, hold Lowman.
Delta, left on Alpha to hold at Lowman.
I feel like it's going to ram us into here if we're not careful. I don't know, maybe it won't. God, I've made a meal of this parking. I'm just going to leave it here. That'll do. Right, engines off then. The three that remain.
Hello, Navigraph Victor with you again.
Carolina Victor, hello again. Clear taxi on Whiskey, then Tango stand 402.
Taxi Whiskey, Tango stand 402, Carolina Victor.
Right, let's close the flight. It's not going to be a 10, surely. It is a 10. Huh.
Today, cut off, stable 1361, 20 short Alpha 9 Echo.
Damn.
01361 Heathrow.
Well, that wasn't so bad after all, was it? 318 feet per minute, a bit hard. The G's were quite high though, weren't they? The G's were quite high. But it was challenging conditions, allegedly. I'm not sure why. It didn't feel that challenging, but... yeah. Alright, well that wasn't so terrible, was it? That wasn't so terrible. Yeah, alright. I'm feeling reasonably pleased with that. Actually, we got a 10 under our belt. 34,000 for the airline as well. It's not too bad, is it? Alright, okay, fine. I'll take that. 23 grand on fuel, though. Flippin' heck. That is a lot. That is a lot. What are you tutting about, Grumpy? What are you tutting about? Tuesday was a great day. I had a great day on Tuesday. It was you lot that had the problem. Damn. I don't think I've been that stressed on an approach for a long time. I think it was the busyness of Heathrow. Feeling sorry for the controller, who was clearly getting pissed off. And quite frankly, who can blame him? Third of all, being in a plane I'm unfamiliar with. It's, yeah. That was a proper little stress session, that. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. There is not going to be another leg East Coast, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's me for the day now. On a summer schedule, as it were. I don't know, Grump. It must have been the wind or something. It must have registered the wind. I really don't know why. I don't know what made it count as challenging. What makes it count as challenging? Does it say unstable? What's the criteria for it being challenging or not? Yeah, I think basically, Grumpy, you had it easy. Me and Ryan had to do it properly. But that's alright, we did it. Oh, God. Right, well, now that stress session is behind us forever. I'm going to head inside and get my head down and work on some video editing for the afternoon, I think, because there's lots to be done. Lots of stuff going on at the minute, which I'm all very, very excited about, and I can't wait to tell you a bit more about what's going on with some of the stuff very soon. But that's for another day. Thank you all, indeed. Thank you all very, very much. It's always lovely flying with you all. It's a privilege to be able to do it, so thank you, and I will see you. I'm back to work tomorrow. I don't know what's going on actually next week, because I'm going to be home alone for part of it, so it might be we can shake things up a little bit. Anyway, have a lovely rest of your week, rest of your Thursday. Thank you all for coming along very much indeed. I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.